integrity ball. True integrity. True integrity ball. True integrity. True integrity ball. True integrity. True integrity ball. True integrity. If in this game you want longevity, you got ball with true integrity. I know the game is like a referee, so you can never try to question me. This is what you call a specialty. Drew and Sean, that's a special team. All we do is reach our goals, then kick it like we calling in a special team. I can teach you how to strategy. I be filling up the stat sheets. With my faculty, I draft ideas, y'all draft fantasy. This is not just a game to me.
And welcome to another episode of True Integrity Ball. I'm your host, Drew, and I'm here with my co-host, Sean.
Yo.
Man, you know, week 4 just completed, I guess on Monday. And before we dive into week 5, and we're going to go ahead and go over a few games from week 4. So I guess we'll start with the most anticipated game of the week, which was Miami going to Buffalo. Buffalo did come away victorious, 48-20. And from my standpoint, bro, it seems like Buffalo, they were just determined just to shut them down, bro. They seen all the hype about the 70 points, and them boys was like, yeah, okay, watch this, man. And Josh Allen, he played big, bro. He had 5 touchdowns altogether. I think it was 4 passing and 1 on the ground. Your boy Diggs, you know, he went crazy with 3 touchdowns. I know you appreciate that. And as far as the defense, man, Buffalo, they had 1 turnover, man. But when I went to go see the box score, I noticed that Buffalo actually held Miami 3 out of 10 on third down conversions. And on fourth down, there was actually 0 for 3. So Buffalo defense definitely showed up, man. Honestly, overall, I guess it ain't really much to say about Miami. You know, them boys just got outcoached and outplayed, man. I guess they was probably a little caught up with last week. I think the entire NFL was probably was caught up, man. Especially, well, except for Vegas, because they did have the Bills favored by 2.5 points. But them boys did win with no questions, man. Man, what's your thoughts, bro?
Yeah, man. I would say if you look at the Buffalo's some of those touchdowns, man, even the Diggs touchdown, you got the missed tackle. I think he went for 60 on that one, and a couple of those other touchdowns. Missed tackles, things like that on the explosive plays. That'll be cleaned up, man. I keep telling you, Ramsey is not out there, man. So once Ramsey get back, half of the field will be shut down. This was a blowout, considered a blowout, but if I'm Miami, I wouldn't be too worried. Kind of looked like they left some on the table. You know what I'm saying? You ever notice like when somebody plays a game and they don't really show all their plays or something, they're kind of trying to save it for later. I kind of got that vibe from the Dolphins. I didn't feel like they gave this game their all. They were in the game for the most part, most of the game. So I don't really take this loss as a big loss. I am surprised they lost though. I did think the Dolphins I did take the Dolphins to win the game, but I'm not really surprised, man.
Gotcha, bro. Like I mentioned though, I think they just I think the whole team was just caught up with with the 70 points from last week, so that probably had them a bit flat. So they probably didn't really put they all into this game how they probably should have. But I think they played them week 18, last game of the season, bro. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how things play out, man. But I guess we can move on to Baltimore at Cleveland. And definitely, I guess the breaking story was that Deshaun Watson was out. I think that came in actually on that Sunday morning, which was very interesting. Just one thing before I let you go, bro. I did mention last week that Baltimore was my money line play, underdog of the week. But unfortunately, on that Sunday, the line actually flipped, and Baltimore was favored, man. So either way to go, they did handle business. They did get the win. But go ahead, bro. You can go ahead and get into it.
Yeah, Watson not playing kind of disrupted the whole game, in my opinion. The backup that came in, he was 3 and out pretty much every drive. Cleveland's defense was on the field the whole game, man. You can't get no momentum when the defense is on the field the whole game. Yeah. No Chubb, so you got a few nice runs, but you had to throw the ball for the most part of the game, especially once you went down double digits. So definitely Deshaun Watson was missed, and hopefully the Browns could bounce back. I was definitely surprised, like you said, to see before that game, I think an hour before that game, they released a report that he wasn't playing because of the shoulder injury. So you already don't have Chubb, like I said, and Watson doesn't play. I mean, I don't know how you win that game, especially in the division, a division rival like the Baltimore Ravens. But the Ravens came out, man. They were sharp, as I expected them to be. Once that, like I said, from week 1, you know, that offense get rolling, man. In this new system, they should be very fluid. You still have a lot of injuries on that side. Marlon Humphrey still has yet to play, and like I mentioned, Marcus Williams still has I think he was still having a pec injury, but he did practice last week. So both of them should be playing soon. But I want to talk about them 2 linebackers, Patrick Queen and Roquan Smith. Roquan Smith is the best linebacker in football, man.
Yeah, he just might be. Yeah.
Yeah. Patrick Queen, he's also elevated Patrick Queen's game. Patrick Queen was getting ready to get traded, man. He was on the trade block, and once Roquan Smith,
he still might be on the trade block, bro.
Man,
I still see reports about that.
After the way he's played the last 2-3 games, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't understand if they do trade him. Yeah, go ahead.
Not anymore. I know week 1 he was, because they were going to talk about trying to trade for Chase Young. They were trying to get Chase Young before they had got Clowney. They were going to try to make a trade and get another pass rusher, but they had got Clowney, and Patrick Queen is playing really well, bro. He's playing like a top 10 linebacker, honestly. But when Roquan Smith came over, that took Patrick Queen out the middle and moved him to the outside. So, you know, just Roquan Smith's presence being in the middle, getting Patrick Queen lined up, the whole defense lined up, it makes Patrick Queen, move, go at a different speed. So them 2 together, they're the best linebackers in football right now, bro. Really enjoy watching them play sideline to sideline in coverage and everything. They don't have to come off the field. They're 3-down linebackers, so look really well. But overall, the Ravens look good, man. They were coming off the loss to the Colts, just a sloppy game, which they had numerous chances to win, and they came out sharp, very efficient this game. So look for them to build on this. And as they get guys back off of injury, look for them to, you know, as the season goes on, they're only going to get stronger, man. They're going to be clicking at the right time, which is what you want from a football team as you get into the playoffs, to be clicking at that right time.
Yeah, definitely, bro. I think, you mentioned about the Ravens defense, bro. They was able to force turnovers, and which led to great field position, which caused the Ravens to score pretty easily. And I know the last point you mentioned that as the season progresses, their offense should get more consistent. So it's going to be very interesting to see, because it still seems like Lamar, he's doing what he's doing, carrying the team, man. But it'll be nice to see once these receivers get healthy, and see what this offense could actually do when he really throwing that ball, man. But I guess good win for the Ravens, bro. And I guess we're going to go ahead and move on to the Steelers going to Houston, man. And Houston getting that dub, bro. This was the game where J.J. Watt was actually inducted into I think it's called a Ring of Fire, basically where the team inducts a player into their Hall of Fame. So the Texans actually had some extra juice for this game, man. I guess they was all riled up and things like that. Which is no excuse for the Steelers. But I think the Steelers probably was looking ahead, because they do got the Ravens coming up this week. So just to say that, C.J. Stroud, he played really well. That boy Nico Collins, bro, he's really stepping up. And it seems like he's going to be the number one. He looked like a number one receiver out there. But as this moment, man, he seems like he's going to be the number one target for C.J., man. And D'Amico Ryans, bro, he got that defense really playing really feisty, bro. I know we've been mentioning that probably for the past few weeks or whatnot. So that's not really a surprise. But I know I did mention last week that I expected Tomlin to like dial up for CJ, and make it difficult for him. But I don't know, bro. I think the Steelers offensive line, bro, they're just bad, bro. I think that was just proven point where we see Kenny Pickett did get injured or whatnot, man. But Najee Harris barely could get going, bro. The past 4 weeks, the Steelers offense has just been a shell of itself or whatnot. And I'm not sure, bro. I don't know if it's Tomlin, if it's personnel issue, or just a mixture of both, man. I'm not sure what to say about that, man. What's your thoughts on this game, bro?
Yeah, so as you mentioned, most importantly, Kenny Pickett suffered a bone bruise, but not celebrating anybody's injury, but this might be a good thing for the Steelers, man, because this guy, he can't get going, can't get the offense going. That could be some on the OC. I know there's been discussions that the OC might need to be changed, and Tomlin has kind of shut that down. They're gonna weather the storm, but you can't score. The defense is playing, I would say, pretty solid. Not a bad defense, but you can't really score. You can't move the ball. So Trubisky will get the start this week, but Pickett wasn't good at all. And like you said, Najee Harris has, this even leading back to last year, the last half of that last year, it's almost like he's been hurt. I know he was dealing with a toe injury last year, but he looks kind of sluggish to me, man. I never would think that he would go through a game and, can't get over, 50, 60 yards, man. This is a guy that was a first-round pick. We're expecting, to average, I would say at least 90 yards a game, if not 100 yards a game. So not really sure what's going on with him.
It's that O-line, bro. It's that O-line, dog.
It's not always on the O-line, though, bro. You can't make excuses every time. You get what I'm saying? Joe Burrow was getting sacked, 10, 12 times a game. He got to the Super Bowl, so we can't really sit up here and make excuses about the O-line. You get what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So we'll go on to the Texans, man. Like you said, D'Amico Ryan's got that defense rolling, which is what we thought. I just didn't think it was going to be this early. This was a big win, bro. You go play Mike Tomlin, bro, and you beat Mike Tomlin, bro. This is a big win. The Texans look like they're a year early, honestly. I think we both picked the Jags to win the division, but the Texans is stacking up some wins, man. They beat the Jags. They beat the Steelers this week, bro. Like, I would be lying if I said I had them beating the Jags and the Steelers this early because
that is true.
I didn't expect C.J. Stroud to be this good, bro. He's playing like a top 5 quarterback. Yes, I did say that he's playing like a top 5 quarterback, bro. He's top 5 in passing yards, bro. He's very accurate, very efficient. He's playing really well, bro. He's like He's very mature, bro, to me. I definitely didn't see this coming out of Ohio State. Usually Ohio State quarterbacks, when they come out, bro, they never really last, bro. They don't really produce. This is the first one I've actually seen come in and produce. He looks really good, bro. That team, it looks really good. All the young guys they have. I know Stingley is out. They have a lot of young guys, bro, and they rolling right now, bro. They rolling. D'Amico Ryan's got that. The culture for this team, it's definitely a good culture, bro. You can see it. You can see it.
Yeah, definitely, bro. I'll just say, it is just a month into the season, bro. They finally probably got some game film, so they probably gonna start scheming up or whatnot, man, making things just a bit more difficult, man. But I will say, man, I think I am becoming a fan of C.J. Stroud, man. That boy does look good, man, and I hope nothing but the best for that boy, bro. I guess, bro, we could go ahead and move on to Denver, going to Chicago. I guess one of the better games on Sunday, bro. You want to talk about this one, man?
Yeah, man. I don't know if it was a better game. I guess you like high scoring. Nothing wrong with that. But, man.
Wait, I could just say, Dan, Chicago was have them boys beat. Well, it was like 21-0 in like the first half or something like that, and Denver came all the way back.
Both of these teams just look bad, bro. It's like they forced to go out there, man. Justin Fields, bro. I don't want to call him garbage, But I think it's time for him to get out of Chicago, man. I've been reading some reports of them trading to Atlanta, but it's like I don't know what is Chicago willing to give up, and what does Chicago want? You get what I'm saying? Because they're not just going to swap Desmond Ritter for Justin Fields. It's not an even trade in my opinion, but then again, they might just give him a fresh start. So we'll see how that plays out. And then again, my other opinion is if you send Justin Fields somewhere else, how do you know what's happening right now is going to happen? The same thing gonna happen at the new organization, bro. Because I don't know, bro. I've seen I'm not a quarterback, not a coach, but some of these plays, man, I can clearly see the open, the 1, 2, 3 reads and know where to get the ball out, and it's like he's missing that. So there's some point that's being missed, bro. So maybe it's just a change of scenery that is needed, but we don't know if that's gonna fix the problem. The Broncos, man, I don't know. I say this every week. I don't know what's wrong with Russell Wilson, man. Don't know. It's like he's a clone, bro. This is a clone from Seattle or something, bro. Like you can't tell me you can't tell me these are the same guys, bro. You can't. This guy, like I said, was an MVP candidate 3 years ago, bro. He was voted number 2 player by his peers, bro, on the NFL Top 100, bro. He was number 2 3 years ago, bro. This guy's a Super Bowl winner, bro. This guy looks horrible. I know they won the game and came back from, the 21-0 deficit, but this guy, I don't know, man. Don't know. The Broncos defense look like they don't even care. I hope they trade Surtain. It's like they don't even care, man. I thought coaching was bad last year with Nathaniel Hackett, but it's like these guys, it's almost like they don't even like Sean Payton. So curious to see how this plays out, man.
Honestly, bro, I think Denver and and Chicago they'll get better as a whole from both sides. I mean, Sunday was a positive step. At least both offense, they put up points or whatnot, and both defense they stepped up when they needed to, man. But like I mentioned, bro, Fields, this is one of his better games of the season, bro. I don't know why you going so hard on him, bro. He did went 28 for 35, bro. He had 4 touchdowns, bro. DJ Moore did his thing as well, bro. 8 catches for 131 yards and a touchdown, man. But in the second half, the defense stepped up, bro. They did had a pick 6 on Justin Fields, which got everything started. And this game, bro, Russell Wilson was spreading the ball all around, bro. He was looking pretty decent out there, dog. So I think just get him some more grace, bro. It's just the beginning of the season, man. And if anything, let's just give it to the end of October. And if it's still looking bad, bro, then we could, start making those points, man. But I will say, bro, especially for Chicago, dog, I would say Matt Eberflus, bro. They keep on losing. Most likely, he'll be gone at the end of the season, man.
Yeah, this the thing though, bro. As far as the timing, it's like you start. We going into week 4, right? Week 4 will be.
Shit, we're going to week 5.
Week 5. I'm sorry. We're talking about week 4. So you won it after Sunday. You say you 1-4 or you 0-5, bro. It's not looking good, bro, for you to get in the playoffs, bro. I know it's early, but still, like 1-4 and 0-5, bro. I don't.
That's pretty much it.
You have to go on the streak, bro. You have to go on the 7-8 win streak to get in the playoffs, and that's just, all the talent in the league. That's not happening, bro.
That is true. That is true, so bro. I guess
it is early, but I mean, it's like damn, like 1-4 or 0-5, bro. That ain't the math ain't in your favor.
Yeah, they're probably Denver, probably one of those teams that end up at 8-9 or something of that nature, maybe. But I guess it's gonna be interesting to see, dog. But I guess we can move on to the next game, bro. Last game we'll talk about for this week, man. I think the best game of the week, which was Washington at Philly, bro.
I feel like Washington got robbed too.
Why you say that?
I know the rules is the rules, but that catch that Terry McLaurin caught, I mean,
on
I
the
felt like
sidelines.
he was in bounds, bro. He landed on the dude's his wrist, right?
I'm not sure where he
So
landed
if we
at,
go
bro.
by the technicalities, bro, he was in bounds. I mean, he landed on the guy's body part in bounds.
And it seems like his tip of his toe had landed inbound as well, dog.
Exactly. To me too, but
Before the other foot actually went out of bounds, bro. It seemed like that tip of that foot had
right.
landed inbounds.
I think because they ruled it incomplete, it wasn't enough, evidence for it to be reversed. But if they would have called it a catch, it would have stood because you wouldn't have been able to reverse it. So that's just one of those things. So it's just one of those things, man.
Yeah, bro. I was just gonna mention that your boy AJ Brown. He went crazy. 9 catches for 175 yards and 2 touchdowns. It seems like him and I think Emmanuel Forbes, I believe that was Washington, like first round pick corner or whatnot, man. It seemed like they was going back and forth, having a little battle, and AJ was just getting the best of him. But Washington came to play, dog. Sam Howell was out there dealing, bro. He was getting the ball to all his receivers. But at the end of the day, the game came down to overtime, and Jake Elliott sealed the win with the field goal at the end. And I say Philly continues to be undefeated, man. But I'm really impressed with the coaching for Washington, man. I would just say shout out to Eric Bieniemy, bro, because he really showing his value, man. Because Washington looks good, bro. They look good.
Yeah. Aside from the quarterback play, which Sam Howell did play really well, Washington is a good team, bro. Washington really has a good team, bro. And like you said, they're well coached as well. The defense is it's an elite defense, man. I know they played the Eagles, which I feel like the Eagles is the best is a top 3 team in the league, bro. They have the best roster all around in the football, bro. They have the best roster, top to bottom. And Washington was able to compete with them and almost pulled it out. I will say, offensively, Washington, is definitely, because of the scheme from Eric Bieniemy, they definitely showed that they can put up points. I know Eric Bieniemy is who he is, but with Sam Howell, controlling that offense, I didn't expect them to be able to come in with the Eagles and score all those points, especially against this Eagles, defense, D-line and everything. Didn't expect them to be able to put up that many points, but, he played a really good game, efficient game. And the defense came to play as well, so I did take the Eagles to win this game, so as we know, they did come out and win. Eagles are definitely rolling. This was a nail biter, but they showed why they were the better team and got out there with the W. So continue to look to see the Eagles continue to run the table, bro. The other thing I wanted to point out was I told you Swift was going to be a difference maker with the Eagles, bro. Swift is going to rush for 1,000 yards, knock on wood, if he doesn't have any injuries. He's top 5 in rushing right now, and I knew just that change of scenery was going to get Swift, back on track. A lot of injuries with Detroit. You go to the Eagles, and he's their lead back, bro. And he's been rushing for 100 yards. I believe the last 3 games he's went over 100 yards, bro. Looks really good, bro. Looks really good. And look out for the Eagles. Eagles are my pick to come out the NFC. So I would like them to keep stacking the wins. So we'll see.
Yeah, man. It's just interesting to see that. I would say a few points. I did pick up Swift in fantasy, so he has been a nice addition for my team. And even though Eagles pulled out the win, I think Vegas had the spread at 8 points. So if anybody would have took Washington plus the 8s, they would have won a little bread or whatnot, man. But overall, I'll just say that the Eagles, even though they're still struggling, they're pulling out the wins. So imagine when they actually get the cooking, they're probably going to be a real scary team to watch out for, man. But I think that's going to wrap it up for week 4, man. And we're going to go ahead and jump into week 5 and talk about a few of the games. I guess off the top, man, the first game we'll talk about is the Giants going to Miami, the Dolphins or whatnot. The spread, they got Miami winning this game by 11 points. That is a little bit too high. When these spreads get to double digits, I like to probably stay away or even go on the other side because these are professional football players. But I'll just say that both teams are coming off humbling losses, man. So I expect both teams to come out and play. I expect Miami offense to pick up where they left off last time they played at home. It may not be 70 points, but they will put up numbers. And I know you mentioned about the Miami defense, man. Once they get Jalen back, he'll be able to shut one side down and really up Miami's defense game. But at this moment, bro, they are pretty average defense, man. And teams will be able to move the ball against them. So I see that the spread is 11 points. I really don't see in this game being a blowout, man. Brian Daboll, he always, pretty good offensive coordinator. Despite what happened on Monday or whatnot, he's going to scheme up and get Daniel Jones going and with that offensive line and get some points on the board. I don't expect the Giants to win this game or whatnot, but I definitely expect them to keep it within a touchdown or something like that, man. But Miami should get back rolling because I don't expect Giants defense to slow down anybody, bro. What you got? What you thinking, man?
Yeah, I'm taking the Dolphins for sure. It should be an easy win for the Dolphins. Daniel Jones is horrible, man. He's down there with Zach Wilson. I don't know what the Giants saw in him. I know they're disappointed, especially after last week, because Saquon should have got that $40 million. That's how bad Daniel Jones is, man. Instant regret for him getting that $40 million. Basically, man, it's like every year it's the same thing, man. With this guy, I don't see. There's no way I see them beating the Dolphins, man. There's no way. Dolphins should get an easy W and get out of there. So we'll see how it plays out. No Saquon, so all the pressure is on Daniel Jones.
Yeah, bro. I'm not even sure what's the update with Saquon. I'm not sure if is it a high ankle sprain, bro? I know he was day to day, but
I think it's
a high ankle. Yeah. Them high ankles always be difficult to deal with, man. Them the main ones. If you get them high ankle sprains, your hamstrings, once those things start to nagging, you definitely need rest, man. But I guess we can move on. Houston, going to Atlanta, man. They do have Atlanta, I guess, winning by 2, which is pretty interesting. But what you got to say about this game, bro?
Yeah, that's crazy that they got Atlanta winning, bro, because nothing has told you that Atlanta's going to win. Only thing that's been exciting about Atlanta is Bijan Robinson with these highlight plays. They have, I can't think of I just had a brain fart. I can't think of the tight end's name, but he's not getting any targets.
Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, I don't know what Arthur Smith is doing over there, not giving this guy any targets. You drafted him so high a couple of years ago, and you're not utilizing him the right way. Desmond Ridder, I think he's going to be benched really soon. I'm not sure who his backup is, but they're already calling for his job as of the last week. So, going to be under tremendous pressure this week. And you got the Texans coming in. Texans are rolling on a 2-game win streak. They are building their confidence every week. So I'm definitely taking the Texans. I think the Texans are going to play great. Going to have a great defensive scheme for this week, and I believe they will be able to move the ball however they want to move the ball on the Falcons. So I think it'll be a low scoring game. I'm gonna take the Texans, man.
Interesting to say that you think there's going to be a low-scoring game, man. But, Atlanta did get, coming back from London, bro. They got manhandled by Jacksonville, bro. I know you mentioned everybody pretty much low on Desmond Ridder. calling for his job, man. But I think they're gonna look to bounce back, bro. They're gonna do everything in their power, I guess, to run that ball. They're probably definitely, like you mentioned, low scoring game. B. John and that boy Tyler Algier, they'll probably have the bulk of the carries, and they're gonna try to probably run it down Houston throat, man. But I think D'Amico Ryan's gonna have them together. It's definitely gonna be a feisty game. It's gonna be interesting to see, bro. C.J. Stroud versus Jesse Bates, bro. You know, Atlanta defense is kind of respectable, bro. So I think this could be anybody's game, honestly. Especially with Atlanta playing at home, coming off that loss, man. I won't be surprised if Atlanta win this game. You know, B. John or Tyler Algier, they go crazy or whatnot. But it may be more. I don't know. It could be anybody's game, bro. I'll just leave it at that, dog. Any final thoughts, bro? Before I move on.
Yeah, I didn't even know Jesse Bates was back, but
Yeah.
the Falcons' defense has definitely improved, but that offense, man, nah, man. I don't have any faith in that offense. Desmond Ridder hasn't shown me otherwise.
I mean, like I mentioned, bro. Arthur Smith, they gonna put the ball in the runners game, bro. B. John and Tyler.
You don't think D'Amico Ryans know that, bro?
No, but if anything, bro, Arthur Smith, if one thing he can do good, bro, he be scheming up some run plays, bro. And them boys do be getting open. And that boy B. John is special, dog. That boy be getting busy. I'll say that much, man. He be getting busy.
We gonna see, bro.
Definitely, bro. We'll see on Sunday. I guess we could dive into the next game, bro. Baltimore going to Pittsburgh. A division game at that. And they like Baltimore to win this game by 4 points, bro. I guess I'm going to let you take this game and dive into it, dog.
Yeah, man. Every time Baltimore plays, the Steelers is a bloodbath.
Division game, bro. Division games.
I'm hoping we could get Humphreys back and Marcus Williams back this week. That'll help us out a lot. Mm-hmm. Melvin Gordon, on the offensive side of the ball, we starting to make some strides. Melvin Gordon, man, looked like the Melvin Gordon from the Chargers. He looked really good. I know he had some fumbling issues last year. He fumbled 3 times in one game. He fumbled 3 times, and then he had a few games where he fumbled consecutively. So
that boy had 3 carries, bro.
Who?
Melvin Gordon, 3 carries for 21 yards.
But he had a catch, bro.
He had a catch for 23 yards as well.
Was to me was one of the play of the game.
Play of the game. I got you.
So yeah. Melvin Gordon looks good, man. He looks good, really good. You got Gus Edwards and then Melvin Gordon and then Kenyon Drake as well. So missing Dobbins, obviously, for the season really hurts. Odell, hopefully we can get back soon. And Bateman is hurt as well. So just a lot of injuries. Zay Flowers, outside of Lamar, and Mark Andrews has been the best player on offense for us. Zay Flowers, just he's like a security blanket for Lamar outside of Mark Andrews. Man, he just found a way to find the open window. Very shifty guy. When they get him the ball, it's like he always makes 2 or 3 guys miss, and then he doesn't take a big hit. He's a small guy, so he knows how to protect himself as well. So I like the Ravens, man. As we mentioned earlier, Kenny Pickett has a bone bruise, so obviously he won't be playing. You have Mitchell Trubisky come in. I'm not high on Mitchell Trubisky, but I won't put it past if he came out and had a good game. He's an experienced quarterback. Played in some. I think he played in a playoff game before, but he's played in some. He's played a lot of football, so has a lot of experience. And definitely with the injuries on defense for Baltimore, all the injuries in the secondary, he might be able to take advantage of. Mm-hmm. I do not see the Steelers being able to run the ball on us. Our front 7 is really good. And the 2 best linebackers, tandems in football, I don't see them running the ball on us. So be curious to see what goes on offense for the Steelers, since they've been so slow and having trouble struggling to score points. So Ravens should get out of there, man.
Yeah, so Bateman, Beckham, Justice Hill, Marlon Humphrey, Marcus Williams, Ronnie Stanley, all them boys they practiced this. They
See, that
practiced
don't
this week.
mean nothing, bro, because Marcus Williams practiced last week.
I mean,
Humphreys
he was.
practiced last
If
week.
anything, he had a full practice. I know most
Okay.
of the time he had like a limited practice. Well, I'll
Gotcha.
say Odell had a limited practice, but rest of them boys had full practices. So
Gotcha.
if more than likely, if no setbacks or whatnot, they'll probably be rolling in that game. But I'll say, I guess, a few points, bro. I guess you mentioned most of them that, Mitchell Trubisky is taking the start this week. So ain't no telling how this offense will look. More than likely, probably Mitchell Trubisky, he'll probably rely on his legs. So we'll probably expect some big runs out of Mitchell Trubisky. They probably already Roquan Smith, Patrick Queen, probably dialing up for that, man. But I guess it ain't much to say about this game, dog. This game, bro. Pretty sure the Steelers defense they gonna show up and they're gonna try to slow down the Ravens. These games are always bloodbath, division games or whatnot. So it's probably gonna come down to the fourth quarter and hopefully them boys. I think the Ravens probably just pull away or whatnot. Lamar Jackson probably just make a play like he always do, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I guess we can go ahead and jump into the next game, dog. Carolina going to Detroit. And the only reason why I think I want to talk about this game is really because of Detroit, dog. Them boys is playing some really good football this year, and I really think they may be some kind of a contender, dog. At least make it to the second round. They have an opportunity, dog, to make it to the second round of the playoffs, man, and make things exciting, dog. And at this moment, Vegas got them boys winning this game by basically 10 points, spread at 9.5, which is kind of crazy. Not sure when the hell Detroit ever been a double-digit favorite, bro. So we'll see how that plays out. But the defense is stepping up big, bro. I know with the loss of Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, we expected the defense probably to take a step back. But that boy Brian Branch been playing some good football. The O-line playing like an elite unit. Jared Goff distributed the ball. Amon St. Brown getting busy on them boys. David Montgomery, Jamar Gibbs. He's slowly but surely getting into things, man. So Detroit overall, man, I just think they just like a good team, man. And Bryce, even though we knew this since the beginning of the season, Bryce need weapons, bro. Dylan may be serviceable, but he's not no game changer. DJ Chark, Terrence Marshall, Miles Sanders. Them boys are nice, but they need more dynamic pieces to actually get Bryce going, man. And I'm pretty sure they kind of seen that from the beginning of the season. I'm not sure why they ain't try to do more for that. But it's just hard to see Bryce just throwing all these short passes and not being really the quarterback that we see him at Alabama and playing some good football, man. So hopefully Carolina does get it together, but I definitely see Detroit, man, having a pretty good game this week, man. What you think about this one, man?
Yeah, man. You picked Detroit to win the division, bro.
Yeah.
Before the season even started, you saw this coming. Mm-hmm. Detroit looks good for the first time. I'm 28 years old, man. I've never seen Detroit this good in my life.
Yeah.
I'm used to the Lions winning 2 games, bro. And every year I've seen them play Thanksgiving. I don't think I've ever seen them win a Thanksgiving game in my life. But anyways, Lions look really good, man. Jared Goff, I know he has that Super Bowl experience. Getting to the Super Bowl, let me specify that. Getting to the Super Bowl, it's played really well since he's been in Detroit. And then these pieces they've added, Detroit looks good offensively and defensively. Should be an easy one for the Lions, man. Panthers, just like you said, not giving Young any help. So he can't really produce the way he should be producing because he doesn't have the weapons that he needs. Panthers defense is actually is a decent defense, man. But offensively, you can't move the ball. You need a couple receivers, and you need a solid, a true number one running back. Miles Sanders is there. I think Chuba Hubbard is the backup, but you need a true running back. You can get a true number one running back. Possibly you could run the RPO. You could take the pressure off of Bryce Young and do some things because Bryce Young is mobile. And he also can throw. So look for them hopefully to get a running back, a top running back, make a trade for a running back after they get a receiver. Receiver is their first priority. Like you said, DJ Chark and Adam. DJ Chark, he's nice. At best, he's a 2A.
Yeah.
Thielen is on the older side. I think Thielen is 35 years old, bro.
Seriously?
So 34, 35. You can fact check me, one or the other.
I got you.
Thielen's on the older side, bro. So I didn't even understand why they, when they got him, because I didn't understand what he could produce at that age.
33.
33. That's old for a receiver. It's pretty old for a receiver, bro.
Yeah.
So they can make a trade for a receiver. Maybe they can, build some momentum. But the Lions gonna win this game, man.
No doubt. We'll see how that plays out. And I guess the last game we'll talk about for week 5 is probably the best game of the week. Dallas going to San Fran, primetime game. Normally with these games, teams do be a little more juiced up because they know they playing on the national media, so all eyes going to be on them. You want to talk a little bit about this game, bro?
Yeah, man. I'm taking San Francisco, man. Christian McCaffrey looked like an MVP to me. I think they have one loss since he's been traded to San Francisco. Like I said, that scheme that Kyle Shanahan runs, the same scheme that Mike Shanahan, his father, ran, back in the day with the Broncos. A lot of wide zone, a lot of tosses. It's a run team, bro. So the way they set up the blocking scheme is very difficult, but not only offensively, but it's very difficult to defend. So when you see McCaffrey, averaging, it's like, man, every time I see him get the ball, he getting 4 yards, bro, or more, and then he breaks one, and then he also is receiving, getting chunk plays receiving. So I'm taking San Francisco, man. You got Debo and Ayuk looks really good this year as well, and then you still got Kittle. So I think San Francisco has answers all the way around. They got weapons all the way around, so they have an answer for anything the defense can throw at them. And defensively, San Francisco could play the best defense any day of the week, man. Dallas is going to miss Diggs this week for sure. All these receivers, trying to keep these receivers in check is going to be a struggle for Gilmore because he only could shut down one. And like I said, you got potentially 2 to 4 receivers if you count Kittle and McCaffrey. They do line Kittle and McCaffrey out wide at receiver throughout each game. So that's why I mentioned the 2 to 4 receivers. Dak is going to have his hands full trying to throw the ball on this defense. They're not going to be able to run the ball on San Francisco's front seven. And Bosa will be ready to get at Dak. So it'll be interesting to see if Dak can limit his turnovers and they can stay in this game and keep it close to the fourth quarter and pull out a win. But I think San Francisco is going to win this game, man. San Francisco, I think, is going to run the ball on the Cowboys, man, and force Dak to throw the ball. And Dak's going to have a few turnovers, and that's going to lose them the game, man.
Yeah, definitely, bro. I definitely could see the game going out like that. But like I mentioned at the top of this preview, that these for primetime games, these guys be perked up just a little bit more. But I know Dallas going to be just a little bit extra perked up because the last time they saw them, which was in the playoffs, they did lose to the 49ers, man. But I think at the end of the day, this probably going to come down to coaching, Shanahan versus McCarthy, and who could scheme up better, bro. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Both defense gonna gonna definitely show up, and we're just gonna see which offense really can execute, man. But I don't see. I definitely could see this game go either way. I guess the number one question, like you mentioned, bro, is can Dak be efficient and effective and not turn the ball over? And I think at the end of the day, I think it's just how good that Mike McCarthy and pretty much how he calls the game, bro. That's how it's going to go down, man. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Like I mentioned, I think it's just going to all come down to coaching, bro. Because the players, they going to play. They're going to do what they got to do, bro. And I think that is it, man, for this week. And I guess we'll see you guys next week. Deuces.
See you on the next one, yo.
Yo.